Hey folks, time for some Fantavision. It's a kind of comfort game of mine back in the day. With some of the best cutscenes I've ever seen. For those who are unfamiliar, see how we're doing on the game feed. Might want to take that down a little bit. There we go. For those who are unfamiliar, Fantavision is kind of an interesting game. Yeah, we are back. Email, that's correct. We back. Fantavision's an interesting game in that it started out as a tech demo. This is a game that was designed to take advantage of the PlayStation 2's Emotion Engine processor, which was very good, at least for the time, and even today, at doing lots of particles. I did not know there was a sun-kissed version of Fantavision. That's pretty good. I'll have to check that out. But, yeah, so this started out as a tech demo, a fireworks tech demo, and became a full game. It turned into one of the most interesting puzzle games in the PS2, in my opinion.
Welcome to Fantavision.
Oh, I get it. That was a bad joke. Bad joke. There we go. So, the whole goal of the game is that you're making these fireworks chains of the same color. You select with your stick.
Four chains. Star. 2 daisies. 8 chains.
It can get pretty chaotic pretty quickly, but one of the cool parts about Fantavision
3 chains.
is that you can do these crazy rainbow chains, these rainbow pieces here.
Energy up. 2 daisies. 11 chains. 3 daisies.
As you can see, I'm combining a lot of different colors of fireworks. So it's like kind of like a color mix puzzle as well, which I think is really interesting. And these stars do fun things as well. There we go. Also, it's hard to kind of telegraph. I think the game does a mixed job of it, but the fireworks do have splash. Oh, and I am dropping a lot of fireworks, which does reduce your health pretty quickly. This game is not easy.
5 chains. 10 chains. 3 chains. Star. 9 chains. 2 daisies. Energy up. Star. 15 chains.
So the reason I picked this game is that I wanted to gab with you all a little bit.
3 chains.
I don't know how many folks are still here, but I have some announcements to make that I wanted to put a chill game on for. And that is that I have a little bit of bittersweet news for you.
Energy up.
There's going to be some changes to aqualounge programming for the remainder of 2023. I know what some of you are thinking. I'm not stopping streaming. I am not. I love streaming. I love connecting to the community. I love connecting to developers. I love connecting to all of you. So I'm not going to stop streaming. But what's true is that I've said this a couple times.
4 chains.
Oh, and I'm doing pretty bad while saying this.
Points.
Oh,
Star
Well-
mine.
I'll hold that. I'll hold that until after the star mine. Because this is the best part of the game. Jam with me. 64 chain. Master chain. 98%, baby. Also, these environments look beautiful for the PS2. Beautiful baked lighting. But yes, aqualounge for the rest of 2023. I am not stopping streaming. I don't want you all to panic about that. But I have been talking in the past few streams about how aqualounge has grown to the point where I don't think I can do it by myself anymore. And that's true enough to the point where, regrettably, for a couple of reasons, I'm going to be scaling back my streaming efforts for the rest of the year. What is that going to look like? I don't really know yet. But I do know that these numbered streams, this is aqualounge number 13, these numbered streams that have the indie plus retro format, they take a lot of curation. And I think probably for the rest of the year, maybe holiday, this will change. I think the numbered streams are going to have to stop for a while. I still really want to focus on indie stuff, but I think if I do streams from now on, they might be a little bit more ad hoc, a little bit less of a focus on wide promotion, a little bit more casual.
Stage clear. Congratulations.
And part of the reason why that is, oh, by the way, yes, Spooky Swadloon does say that there is a modern version. This is not a Fantavision sequel. Fantavision 2020X is a remaster. I did not know it was on Steam. That is interesting, so you can go get this right now if you want to play it. But one of the points that I'm going to come to with this is why am I stepping back from numbered streams for the rest of the year? Numbered streams are a lot of curation work. They're big events. They take multiple hours. And frankly, one of my big goals with them, between, the shirts, the graphics, the promo, the event lineups, doing stuff like the deep dives even, outside of those streams, but kind of doing it in synergy with them. The whole goal of that was really to grow the channel. And growing the channel has been, modest, but, there have been results. But the problem is, as I'm sure you all know, social media is imploding right now. Frankly, the reach that I've been able to get with my social media channels, Twitter being my biggest one, has been declining for the past several months. And because of that, I think that right now is a time for me to kind of try to figure out if I really do need help running aqualounge, if I do need assistance, if I do need people to help me shoulder the load, what that's going to look like. And I think the best way for me to determine that is for me to try to step back from running the thing all myself in the way I have, and instead, if I'm going to stream, try to make them smaller, more intimate, less focus on growing the channel, and more focus on hanging out with you guys, the audience that I have, who I'm so grateful for. So that's kind of a change in priorities, and a change in how things are going to look for the rest of the year. Does that mean I'm done with numbered streams? Hell no. I love the numbered streams. They're what I started with, and I'm going to keep doing them. Does it mean that I'm done with deep dives? No. Does it mean that I'm going to have no deep dives and no numbered streams for the rest of the year? That's a distinct possibility. I think that's likely, in fact. So, rather than that, I'm going to try to spend this time meeting some of my other obligations creatively. I do have a documentary to finish, as some of you know. That's going to be my first priority. In addition, I'm trying to get back into indie game development myself. I do work full-time as a game developer. That's my day job, but I haven't made an indie game in since 2019.
Good. Bonus points.
So it's been a long time. So I have a lot of things that I want to focus on, and frankly, the amount of time and energy that I spend working on the curation aspect for the numbered streams, especially in a time when social media is imploding and my reach is uncertain, everybody's migrating between platforms. Nobody really knows who's going where. Like when I do aqualounge promo now, I have to do it on 4 platforms. I have to do it on Twitter, I have to do it on co-host, I have to do it on Discord, I have to do it on Blue Sky. Are there going to be other ones? Who can say?
Energy up.
So, and YouTube community, I even forgot about that one. So my focus has been spread really thin, and there was kind of a wake-up call that I had.
Star mine.
One of my wake-up calls that I had was when I forgot to download the last VOD. I think it's become pretty clear that trying to do all of this while social media is imploding, the amount of work that's involved, probably isn't worth the investment right now. So I'm not going to stop streaming, but aqualounge is going to kind of go into what I've jokingly nicknamed like a submarine, a silent running mode, for the remainder of the year. And in that time, I'm really going to try to focus on finding people to help me with a couple of key positions. Oh yeah, Master Chain. One of those positions is I'm going to need somebody to help with the Discord. I'm going to need somebody to help with YouTube and VOD management. I'm going to need somebody to help with game curation, probably. I might need a hand in that. There's just so many moving parts to running an operation like this and trying to grow the community. So, kind of a hibernation mode where I'm still streaming. I debated calling it quits on, or not quits, but calling a hiatus on streaming altogether for the rest of the year. I ended up not going with that because I enjoy it too much. I enjoy the connection that it gives me to the rest of the world that I live in as a developer. It helps keep me in touch with what's going on in the indie game world. So I don't think I want to stop entirely, but I think now's the time for a strategic sort of silent running. Get things recalibrated, and to find, if aqualounge just to keep going, other people are going to have to help with it, I think. And figuring that all out, what that looks like, and who to help with. Oh yes, obvious big one that I'm forgetting. I want a second streamer, and I've said this before. I want a second streamer because my ability to stream is, monthly at best, and even that has been really difficult on me. Not to spoil things, I'm not going to say who and from what, but I recently had an interview about aqualounge with a games magazine. It's not a huge one, but a really cool up-and-coming site that I'm a fan of. And I recently had an interview with them. And when I described everything that I do, they were like, that sounds like a lot. And I went, yeah, it really is. It really is a lot. So, I just want to thank you all for your patience. And thanks for hanging in there, even though I just said what I said. This is far from the end from aqualounge because I have big plans for 2024 content. I have shit so cool, you cannot even comprehend it. I've been spending a little bit of money on it, actually. It's gotten a little expensive, but trust me when I tell you that 2020, you can consider 2024 kind of like, not a soft relaunch, maybe, or I guess aqualounge's revenge year. Aqualounge's revenge is going to be 2024. And in 2023, it's going to take some time to build that, and that's going to mean less of a focus on the scale of the whole thing, of the numbered streams, and trying to figure out a way to make that scale more sustainable and not just have it be, on the back of one person. So, in fact, if any folks from Cable 2 are still here, y'all were one of the biggest inspirations about me trying to figure out what to do about a stable. Cable 2 has been a stable since the beginning. It's been a huge inspiration for the channel. And I just want to thank y'all for being staunch supporters during the first year. I figured that the first year stream would be a good time to announce all this. I had been thinking about it for a few months, and I wanted to come to a conclusion on what was the best thing to do. Yes, aqualounge resurfacing. Yeah, and like the cool kind of resurfacing, not like resurfacing a disc, like resurfacing from the water. This submarine is not going to be crushed by the pressure. I'll tell you that much. We are deep sea rated down here. And thank you so much to everybody for being so kind. I really appreciate that, and the best thing you can do is just stick with it as we go through. Oh, Star Mine! Star Mine!
Star Mine.
Alright. Oh, we got 2-color Star Mine this time. Oh man, I missed one. This game is deceptively challenging. Wow. 130 chain. I think that's my biggest chain yet. So I just want to say thank y'all all for sticking with it. Thank you to everybody who's ever subscribed. Aqualounge continues to not have turned a dime, but that's to be expected. This is just the first year after all. I've learned a lot growing on Twitch, and one of the things I've learned is that it's not reach or sub count that matters. Just like I feel like Colin said this with, and Kevin both said this regarding Death of a Wish. It's about, you know, the passion long haulers, and that's who you are. And I'm grateful for every single one of you. And the party's not over. Things are just going to be in a little bit of a reduced capacity for the rest of the year, and I appreciate you all being patient with that. I promise you, some of the cool stuff I have planned for 2024 will be worth it. I gotta send emails about it, like, now, because I got stuff to plan for the beginning of the year. And I just kind of wanted to mash through Fantavision while I got that all out. You can turn on another game here in a second. I'll try to clear this stage first. But if anybody has any questions about it, feel free to ask in the Discord. You can reach out to me personally about how to look. If you're interested in helping with any of the stuff that I mentioned, or you know somebody, feel free to bring it my way. But till then, this is going to be the last numbered stream, probably for the rest of the year. There will be other streams. I'll probably just pick some stuff that I think is cool and go from there. So, with that said, enjoy what might be the last aqualounge music video 2023, which is coming up right now.